Hello, welcome to my channel. All my viewers, all my subscribers, all the newbies. It's been a while since I did anything. Just been enjoying some of my honey harvests and just been taking it easy. Haven't gotten many questions. And so I guess everyone's pretty much satisfied or don't have any questions. I was getting a couple of questions there for a while. So I was doing quite a few videos. So it's been a while since I did a video. But today I'm out in the bee yard. Today is Sunday, July the 13th. And I'm going to be inspecting a couple of hives. It's been a month since I inspected my hives. So it's about time. I try not to do it every 7 days or every 14 days. I don't like to go in and disturb what they have put together and built, but at some point you have to, because if you have a failing queen, you don't want to get too far behind on that. And so it's been a month now, so I'm going to go into the bottom box of this first one here. First, I'm going to trim away some of that lemon tree that's there, and we'll get to go inside of there. So as you can see, I've cut away that lemon tree right here from blocking out the view. So this is the one we're going to inspect. That's the one that's been doing really well. They actually have some honey in there that I could harvest, but I'm not bothering that today. We just want to look down in there and see what the queen is doing. So I'm going to just move the camera a little close. Yeah, I got a bee that's not happy with me already. It's just one though. I've been figuring out what to do with those ones that been trying to follow you around. But I can't tell you on camera what I've been doing to them. Trying to break them out of that habit of following you to the front of the house. So, all right, we're going to get our smoking, most important part. So I got the camera in a good position today. So let's just see down at the front there. So we just go here, smoke them lightly. That should be enough for them. That'll cut those attack pheromones from the guard bees. Just kind of distort them. These are good girls. They're not really bad. As you see, they were up here in the top. Just gonna smoke inside. Got my table over here. All right, let's get them. All right, we're coming off with the top. So these girls here, they have honey. This honey super here, I know there's a couple of frames I can take out of here. Just trying to break the propolis seal. I just want to show you one, then I'm going to take the whole thing off and go down inside the brood chamber. So here is one. I'll show you that one. They got it half capped. I'll put that one there. I hate to advertise their honey. They don't like that because then the other bees in the hive next door, they come over and start investigating. So I'll probably harvest these at the end of the month or round about August. So yeah, these right here, they're doing fine. I'm not taking any honey today. I'll let them work on it some more. Let them build it up. Put it back together. Get them out of there so they don't get squashed. There we go. A little bit of smoke. So I'm just going to take this entire super off and just park it over to the side over there. I just wanted to let you see what they had going on in there. So yeah. All right. See, these girls are not that bad. If you notice, I don't have a cloud around my head. You probably can't see my head, but I don't have a cloud of bees around my head. So what I'm going to have to do is get my cover. So when I take this off, I can cover the honey up. Yeah, so this is my cloth here. What we're going to do is cover them up. And then I'm going to put them on top of my other box over here. Ooh, this is heavy. Yep. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to take the bird comb off. What I usually do is smoke my screen here just in case the queen's on here. Just to get them off the top here. All right. Let's get the bird comb out of there. I'll put that in the sun. It's going to melt. I like to save these little wax pieces So when I'm waxing my frame, I just throw all of them in there to melt and wax my frames with. All right. Give them a little bit more smoke here. Get them off the top. Take my queen excluder off. All right. Ooh. Might have to do some adjustments down in here, but we'll see. I got to get this burr comb from both sides here. They're making it on both sides. All right, let's put the queen excluder here. All right. See what they got here. All right, forgot to separate these. I don't want them to get honey bound. These girls here have been collecting so much honey. I don't want them to get honey bound in here, so I might have to take some frames out if they have honey and give them some plain frames to draw out and just freeze these for another hive. Because I don't usually take their honey out of the brood nest if they have honey in here. Well, see, they have lots of honey. That's fine, though. That's the outside frame. All right, so here we go. She has brood all the way up to here. I see some drones in here. Yep. She got a nice honey thing. Okay. That looks fine. I won't have to take any out. All right, y'all behave now. I don't want to have to get the smoke on you. They got these frames well propolized. That's what I was talking about. I don't like to break their propolis seal. All right, so if you see that, oh wow, look at that. There's the Queenie girl. I don't know if you can see the Queenie girl. She's on there. All right, so I see my Queenie girl, which is good, and this is a good solid pattern of brood. She's doing her job. So that's my same queen, which is good. That's why it's good to mark your queens, so you'll know the same queen when you look in there. So yep, she's in there doing her thing. She's a good laying queen. This hive has been really productive. I just want to look for swarm cells though. Make sure I don't see any swarm cells. Oh wow, this is loaded with brood. Yep, she's been doing her thing. Got a little bit of food over there. Brood. Open, closed larvae. Good. All right. So far, no swarm cells, but we still got more to go. I was actually thinking about doing a demare with this. A demare split, which is to take this out, take that frame that the queen was on, put her in another empty box with some frames, take this, put it on the top, and just keep rotating the frames around. But I don't know. Then I'll have to come out every 7 days and get rid of the queen cells. Yeah, they got lots of brood. Yep, lots of brood. Drones. Just making sure no queen cells around. She got a good section of drone brood there. Okay, wow, this thing is loaded with bees. Now I gotta be careful with these because it's easily to squash bees with this many bees. All right, let me get them back down to the bottom again. Getting too much here on the top. Oh, I just took that one out. Did I? All right, let's check it again. It won't hurt to do it twice. Even yeah, I did. No, I didn't check this one. Okay, yes, I did. Okay, we got drone brood. We got to check all of these for swarm cells. They like to make them at the bottom. They like to hide them all over the place, so you got to check, make sure there's none. We don't want them trying to pull a swarm on us when we're not looking. All right, that looks fine. Then we got so many bees in here. Wow. It's hard not to crush bees. All right. I bet you if I did a dimmer ray, they could handle it. Because there's so much bees in here. But first, we want to check for queen cells. Okay, that's just wax. Okay. Nice pearly white larvae. That's what you want to see. Oh, I see a queen cup there. We'll get rid of that. All right, got rid of that queen cup. What's this over here? Drone brood, okay. Honey on the corner. All right. These are some frames that I rubber band in here, so they look kind of wonky, but they're doing their job. So got to get the bees out. All right, so far so good. No swarm cells, one queen cup is all I saw. The queen cup could be turned into a queen cell, so there was nothing in it. It wasn't charged. Oof. Oh, this is a food frame. Okay, good. They got brood on here. They got bee bread. Lots of resources. They're doing well. If you look there, you got a lots of bee bread. On that frame. That's what you want to see. When you check, you want to check for pollen, nectar, bee bread. Ooh. All right, there we go. First frame that slipped. So that's why I was telling you, sometimes you hold this clamp and you think you got it, and you don't really have it. And once you give that sudden shake, then the bees get a little agitated. They don't like that quick shake and quick movements. I'm just trying to clear off some of the comb off of here. Because what'll happen is they'll stick it to the other side. Woo! All right, we got a couple more to go. Couple more to go. And this one will be completed. And that's all I want to do. We got to look out for them. Even though they don't like you in the nest. We're just trying to help them out. Okay, I broke the honey seal on that. Okay, this is a food frame. Man, actually she got brood in it too, eggs and everything. I gotta remember I'm looking for queen cells. I get carried away with looking at all the other things and forget that I'm looking for queen cells. I'm starting not to like this synthetic comb. It seems like it melts and it gets deformed. Yeah, it's probably too not good enough for Florida. Florida's probably a little too hot for this synthetic comb. All right. Let me get them out the way here. Go down. Ooh, this is a nice package of cap brood. So the queen has a nice laying pattern. No signs of swarming. All right, that's a solid brood pattern right there. That's what you call a solid brood pattern, both sides. Same on that side. So they're doing well in here. Let's get them back in. All right. Don't go under there. You got to kind of like talk to them like little kids. All right. So that's great. I see no sign of swarming. So like I say, it's been a month since I've been in here. The last time I've been in here was to do a alcohol wash. I treated them for mites. So they had a 0 mite count, and it's been a little over a month since we did that. So I'll check them in about 2 more months. I'll do another mite check. All right, so this is brood again. Nice brood frame. Ooh, they got lots of resources. I can tell you that much. They got lots of resources. Lots of resources on the end, and they got brood right there. All right. So I am happy with what I see here. Yep. I am happy with what I see. Now I got to figure out if I'm going to go back that way or keep it the way I had it. So let's work the smoke again. Now we're going to shift everything back this way. Oh, we got a couple of bees in there that didn't make it. They got crushed. That's how it is when you have a lot of bees in there. And that's the reason why I'm smoking them. I'm trying to get them out of those creases so they don't get squashed. All right, now these set right here, I don't even want to separate these because my queen is down in there somewhere. So I don't need her to be down in there getting squashed. So I'm going to do this slowly. All right. So now that'll give me room to get the frame I took out back in. And hopefully they'll forgive me for disturbing them. That wasn't too bad. All right. So we got them back together. Now we're going to move everything back to the middle. And see, they weren't that bad. I don't have a lot of bees over my head buzzing me. It's just that it's a lot in here, so you got to like smoke them to get them out the way. I usually clear off all of this burr comb right here, because what they'll do is attach it to the bottom of the top frame. And then when you go to pull the frame up, it'll be attached to another frame. And you don't want that. So hopefully they'll forgive me. All right, girls. Got to get you off the top so we can get everything centered back in the middle. Off of the wall. Off of the wall. Bee space. All right, that looks like bee space there. Okay. Give them one last little smoke so we can get the queen excluder back on. Gotta rub it left to right, shake it, just give them a chance to move from underneath there. Because if not, they'll just sit there and get squashed. All right. We got a couple of agitated bees, but that's all right. All right, now let's load. So what I'm thinking about doing now is putting the other honey box underneath there. Keep the heavy one on the top. Yeah. So when I come to lift it, oh, let it stay there. And we'll get this one. Oh, this one is getting heavy too. Oh, that propolis is so strong. It's stuck to the table. All right, girls. Come on. Let's go. I know a couple gonna get squashed, but hey, that's how it is when you have a lot. All right, so what I just did is rotated the honey boxes, the honey supers. This one's going on the top. It was at the bottom. This is the one that's almost full. Want to clean up some of this burr comb so they don't stick it to the bottom. Just enough to get them off the bottom. You boy. Oh, goodness. All right, we did well. We got a few that got pinched, but that's normal. We'll cover them back up. Like I say, I'm gonna leave them alone probably till about uh the end of July. I'll check on them again. Just the honey storage though, not the inspection. Inspection is fine. Don't need to do that no more. That turned out good. Okay, great. Now we can get the cover back on. And this is done. Oh, but what happened to my nickels? My nickels, I only have 2. I had 4. You know what I didn't see? As I always tell you, no hive beetles. Oh, just as I speak, there's one right there. Got him. There's a dead hive beetle. Huh. Oh, I lost all my nickels. Now what the nickels are for is to give me a space between the top here. My nickels are to give me a little space. I put one on each corner, and what it does, it gives me a space. So when I put the cover on, they have ways for the hot air to get out for ventilation. Can't believe my nickels all fell off. I had 4, now I only have 2, so we'll have to go in the shop and grab a couple more. All right, I got 2 more nickels. Show you how we do that. Just put them on the corner right there. And they leave a little space, just enough, because hot air rises. So when it comes up through this little hole in the center, the hot air will be able to get out where these nickels are. If not, the bees will be out bearding on the outside and fanning because they're trying to do the thermal regulation to keep the hive at a certain temperature. And as always, my smoker's still going. I love it. Oh, here we go. I found one. So I see where they fell at on the ground. There's one right there. Oh, here's the other one. Yep, found both of them. There's the other one. All right, let's get the visors back up. Get them back in the shade. And it'll be like we never been in the hive. I'll take the nickels back in with me. See, these girls are good. I hardly have any bees out. Just 1 or 2 bees flying around making some noise in my ear, which is normal. You know, the bees have to defend themselves. I'm trying to figure out why these girls are hanging out on the back here. I wonder if they think a magic door is going to open up and they're going to be able to get back inside. Okay. All right, this inspection is now in the history books. See you on the next one. Don't forget to send me any questions or comments. If you don't have any questions, then I won't make any videos because I know this stuff. But if you need help, I'm here for you. Just leave a comment or send me a text. Okay, have a blessed day. Peace, love, joy, and happiness.